2 is Nick Burke. Avalon Biddle on the outside there. Nobody in position 3 and 4. So we're just waiting for them to get going. And they've gone a good even start there. Biddle is quickly off the line as well. In fact, she may even take second place into turn 1. Let's have a look as they go through there. And she did too. So Avalon Biddle up into second position, just got past Nick Burke as Leon Jacobs leads them down under the bridge for the very first time. So, and he's just somebody having a dive there. Who was that? Nick Burke actually had a dive back on Avalon Biddle. Meanwhile, Fabio Santos tried to get round the outside as well. Through the up and over they go. Head down towards Highpool Hairpin for the first of their 6 tours, and it will be Jacobs at the front there, Nick Burke in second, and who's that? Somebody's run off there. I think that was Fabiano Santos, just run off the track. Nick and Avalon Biddle still back in 3rd position there. Then there's a bit of a dispute over 4th and 5th. And then there's a huge gaggle of bikes comes through after that as they all head off down now towards the ITM sweeper for the first of their 6 tours. Through they go now. And it is going to be Leon Jacobs leads Nick Burke through with Avalon Biddle through in 3rd position. Out of turn 10 they go. They disappear out of my sight for a while because we've got a big drop of rainwater right on the screen of on the lens of the camera. Up the hill we come. And hello, we have a red flag. So red flag, yep, the reason being we've got a big crash down there at turn 10, the Dale ITM sweeper. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 5 bikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bikes off there, down there at the bottom of the track. And didn't pick up what was happening. I was watching the climb up the hill on the next camera, so I didn't see any of those guys come off at all. I can't tell you what happened. I can't tell you who's involved. So we'll just have to wait and see who goes missing off our timing sheet. Everybody's up and walking though. Nobody seems to be hurt. It was just one of those, obviously one of those incidents. So we'll take a small break and come back with you shortly. First, it was actually Leon Jacobs with Nick Burke right behind him, and in the Avalon Biddle once again there in 3rd place as they got away, heading down round now under the laser electrical and plumbing bridge. And as you can see, with a little bit different with cameras, Carl, we've got spots of water on the screen. Sometimes you can't see what's going on. So right now they're heading through what we call the up and over, and they're going down towards the Highpool Hairpin as they come down in there now. And it looks like Nick Burke's putting the acid on Leon Jacobs as they come through there, and as they come out of there and head up the hill, and you can see Avalon Biddle still sitting in the 3rd. She's in the yellow bike.
Yep, she is.
As have you actually done any racing yourself, Carl?
No, I haven't done any racing. I've actually been around Hampton Downs quite a few times, and so I kind of track quite well. I have to say that the hairpin is probably my biggest nemesis, and as you can clearly see, there's been a couple of sidecars down there, or one sidecar, and a couple of bikes in by the footsteps. But apart from that, the rest of the track I really do enjoy.
It is a great racetrack, and it's a lot of fun when you, especially on a nice sunny day. So I was blasting around here on Friday in an Aston Martin Vantage, which was very nice, doing some driver training. It was very pleasant. So
lovely.
Yeah, I do like this track. I actually live here, so up the hill they come. So we're going to get back to the track and what they're doing out there. And across the straight they come. So let's pick them up as they come through here. So the first man through there was Nick Burke, and he did do the fastest flying lap, but it was actually James Barham back in 4th place who was the fastest man on the opening lap. Avalon Biddle still sits there in third. Then we go back to young Jacob Stroud in fifth. Now, Stroud, he needs to behave himself. He's already had one off today, and we don't want him doing that because he's on a plane tonight to go to Malaysia with you.
Absolutely. And it was quite funny. I was talking to him today, and I'm just thinking, look, I know you want to race, but please be careful. This is a really good opportunity for you to do well when you get to Malaysia.
Yeah, so let's hope he does do well and emulates his dad, because his dad wasn't a bad peddler.
Yeah, he did all right under Britain, for sure. And it's a shame that I didn't really get to follow him as much as I would like, but of course he's a legend in these parts for sure.
Yeah, that's right. So okay, we've got somebody off at the up and over there. Not quite sure who that is, but they're walking down through the sand trap, so the bike's out of the way, so it's not too bad a spot there. Back to the front of the field now, and let's have a look. And it's still Nick Burke from Leon Jacobs. Avalon Biddle's dropped away a bit from the back of these guys, and James Barnum is still sitting there. Then we go back to Esmond Williams, Ben Dyson, and Sean Parker. Down they go into the Dale ITM sweeper. Biddle sort of in a bit of no man's land there, as the two lead bikes come up the hill, and this will be 3 down with 3 to go.
Now it looks like we've got a little bit more rain coming down as well.
You're right, it is starting to rain a little bit heavier. Luckily for these guys, they're running on road tyres, which is not ideal for ideal wet weather tyre, but still better than being on slicks in this weather.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think that most of them are running on super courses.
So, okay, Nick Burke just currently set the fastest lap of the race with a 1:35.24, and he's 4:20, and he's about to do it again, having set the fastest sector in sector 1. Having said that, Ben Dyson's just taken that away with a 12.256. Didn't know Ben was in the race actually, and he's a peddler, that boy.
Yeah, it's definitely coming up in the race right now.
So down through they go through, watching them go down under the bridge. Through the up and over. Actually, we've lost them at this point. Oh, there we are. Yep. There they go. They're going up the hill now with the drop down into the Porsche Dipper, and it is still going to be Nick Burke with Leon Jacobs sitting in behind him on that Kawasaki, and then there is Avalon Biddle comes through in. She's dropped back to no, she's still in third position there.
Yep.
Jacob Stroud sitting in behind her, hasn't managed to catch her at this point in time. So I'd say your words will be ringing in his ears at the moment.
Maybe that's what he's doing at the moment. He's just kind of thinking, you know what, maybe I'll just stay here and just cruise through and save myself from harm. But you know, Jacob, he'll probably won't be thinking that at all.
Well, how old is he? He's 16, isn't he?
No, he's 18 years old.
18,
yeah, he's growing up real fast.
Yeah, well, he's an 18-year-old kid, so
that's right.
At that stage, they're 10 feet tall and they're bulletproof. Do you remember those days?
Yeah, a long time ago, for sure.
So there we go. So it's Avalon Biddle through in third. Jacob Stroud comes through in fourth. He's trailing Avalon by 2.7 seconds. Then we go back to Esmond Williams, and then Ben Dyson comes through. Then Sean Parker. Fabiano Santos through in 8th position. Josh Keeling comes through in 9th. And I'm picking that we're going to have in 10th position be Daniel Hale. So that's how they are run at the moment. So through the up and over they go, heading down. Where are we? They're heading down into the higher pool hairpin one more time. So that's 4 down with 2 to go. So they'll see the white flag next time round.
Yep.
And up the hill comes the 2 leaders with Avalon through in third, and then a bit of a drop back now to Jacob Stroud. He just doesn't seem to be able to get any closer to Avalon. And Esmond Williams through in 5th position. It's starting to turn out a bit processional at the front of this one, which is quite unusual for a Hyosung race.
Yeah, I can see that. It doesn't seem to be getting any of them kind of gaining on each other or losing anything. It seems to be like they are kind of happy for being where they are and just kind of get through and coming up to the last lap.
I think, well, in these conditions, that's probably the most sensible idea, to be honest with you. And I think the 2 at the front, though, might have designs on each other, as Nick Burke is, he was sitting on pole. He'll want that position back again. And he's getting closer here. Look at this across the front stripe. There's not a lot between them here, heading down into turn 1. In fact, Burke's gone for an outside pass. Doesn't manage to come off with that, though. Leon Jacobs set the fastest lap on that race with the 34.680.
Yes, it definitely seems like he's on the march at the moment, and he's probably looking for a win, hopefully.
Yep, so down they come now under the under the laser plumbing electrical bridge, and it is still Burke at the front, Jacobs in second, Biddle in third, up over through down into the Hamilton. Sorry, high pool hairpin. We have a lot of H's around here that really gets you going.
Yes, we do.
so it's,
there we go.
Right, so up the hill they come down, and not a lot of change in the front. So we're looking out there to see if the white flag is out, because they've done 5. So it doesn't appear to be out yet. So this is, and it is definitely a 6-lap race.
It is.
So okay. So we'll. Now I've lost our bikes. Where they gone?
There we go.
This is always a technical challenge here at Hampton Downs. When Tony designed the building, he forgot the tracks out the back there.
Due to the weather and timing, we're going to be unable to do the last round. So if you can ask them, just tell them, unfortunately, to try and push it through for next round. But if we can have a little transponders and licenses.
Okay, sorry, so I'm just getting a bit of stuff in my ear. We've got an announcement at the end of this. So Nick Burke again, another fastest lap there. Carl with a 134.243. So going well. Leon Jacobs still shadows him, a 35.358. And looking for our, yes, the white flag is now out. So they're on their final lap. And my challenge now is to find them on their screens.
Okay, I think they came out for the last turn.
Okay, so you've got them, yep, there they come, they're dropping down into the Porsche dipper now. And Burke has, he's certainly opened up a gap there. He's pulling away from Leon Jacobs. Avalon Biddle is really all by herself now.
Yes.
And your boy Stroudy, he's in the same position. He's got nobody around him. So all he's got to do is stroke it home from there.
Yeah, but I think he's settled for 4th there, and to bring the bike home nice and safe. He's had a bit of an off already today, so I think that's probably one of the reasons why.
Yeah, you don't want to push your luck too fast, especially if the weather conditions are getting worse. Up the hill they come now. Final lap, and checkered flag is going to come out anytime soon for our lead bike. And where is he? Or where are they, I should say? Here they go, and there is Nick Burke, takes it out with another fastest lap of a 34.234. That's quick. And Leon Burke, Jacobson second there. Avalon Biddle takes out 3rd. And your boy Stroudy, here he comes. And he will take out 4th position from Esmond Williams. And that's basically how they're going to run. Hey, I'll tell you what, it's been a real thrill for me to have a co-commentator of world standing there, Carl Cox.
Well, thank you very much. I mean, you kind of led the lead for most of the time there, and then until we kind of lost them for a bit, but we got them back. But lovely, great racing, love it.
It is.
You know, obviously the conditions are not perfect, but you can see from the rider's point of view, they're having a good time out there, and that's the point of what we're trying to see and what we're trying to enjoy.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Carl, thank you very much for joining us, and I look forward to seeing you back here in New Zealand. Enjoy your time in Malaysia, and let's do Australia.
Absolutely, go Australia, well done.
Thank you, folks. That's Carl Cox, the